Hello and welcome dear viewers to the another interesting topic on tablet friability testing and troubleshooting. See, as a in process test, friability is important test for tablet formulations and friability is performed at initial and during the compression run. The test is important because if the friability of the formulation is not proper, then the downstream processing like handling the core tablet packaging and film coating becomes difficult, and the friable tablets may undergo chipping and breaking during the film coating and during the transport. So friability testing becomes important, and in this video we will understand the friability testing basics, its criteria, how the test is performed, and what are the ways for troubleshooting the friability problems. So let's start with the video. See, friability is the in-process testing for core tablets or uncoated tablets, and it is done to evaluate or study the durability of the tablets and whether the tablet can withstand the further processing like coating, handling, packaging and transport or not. If the tablets are friable and if these tablets go to the packaging, especially the bottle packaging, and if that bottle is transported, then sometimes it may happen that the tablet may break during transport and also during handling the tablets in manufacturing and also by the patient. Many of the time, whenever the tablets are removed from the blister, that time the tablets breaks, and that happens because of the friability. The percent loss in the weight of tablets after the friability testing is called as friability. And friability means once you perform the testing for friability, then you check the percentage loss in weight compared to the initial weight, that means before testing and after finishing the test. The loss in the weight from the surface of core tablets due to abrasion or attrition of the tablets. It is also known as abrasion test, attrition resistance test and drop test. And in the USP there is a chapter for friability testing. The chapter number is 1216, and this chapter gives the information regarding the friability tester and the limits. Apparatus for the friability testing is known as friability or friability tester. So it is made up with a drum which revolves or rotates and at a constant speed of 25 rpm per minute, and the test is run for 4 minutes. So total the rpm becomes 100 rpm, and this 100 rpm is completed within 4 minutes, so it becomes 25 rpm per minute. The chamber is made up of transparent plastic, and this is the chamber. Here you can see the chamber is there, and here the partition is there. So once you put the tablets, it will rotate and the tablets will fall down onto the lower surface, and this will continues for 100 times. That means the 100 round of drum are completed in 4 minutes. The internal diameter is 283. This is the internal diameter of this drum. It is 283 to 291 millimeter. The radius is around 75.5 to 85.5 mm, and the depth is 36 to 40 mm. The tablets fall from the height of 6 inches. So in interview it may be asked that what is the height from which the tablet fails or falls onto the lower surface in the friability testing. So 6 inches or 156 mm is the height. So this drum will rotate like this, and from here the tablets will fall down. So that height is 156 around millimeter, 154 to 158. The tablets are bigger in size and does not fall freely, then adjust the drum base at 10 degree to avoid irregular tumbling. So here the base is given and it is tilted through a angle of 10 degree so that the tumbling can be proper. Sometimes you may observe that some tablets interlock in this area and they don't fall freely. So if these tablets don't fall freely, that time there will be variability in the friability. Then procedure, how the friability test is performed. For friability testing, 6.5 gram of tablets is required. If the tablet weight is equal to or less than 650 mg, if your core tablet weight is 650 mg, then take 6.5 grams. If it is lower, then also take 6.5 gram. But if the tablet weight is more than 650 mg, then 10 tablets are required. Why? Because 10 tablets of weight above 650 mg will give you the total weight of tablet above 6.5 gram. The tablet weight is 700 mg, then use 10 tablets. Place the tablets in the drum and start. Note the initial weight of the tablets. Before placing the tablet into drum, note the tablet weight, initial tablet weight. Observe the tablet for capping, breaking and physical damage during the test. And after completion of the test, take out the tablets and measure the weight. So now you have initial weight and the final weight. So initial minus final divided by initial weight into 100 is the calculation for friability. Initial weight, that is before friability, and final weight, that is after friability testing. So if you have taken initial weight of 6.5 gram and final weight is 6.45 grams, the friability is 0.77%. The criteria for passing is that percent friability is not more than 1%. If the percent friability is above 1%, then retest the tablets twice. That means 2 times you have to perform the friability testing and calculate the average of 3 tests. The average of 3 values should not be above 1% to pass the test. If it is above 1%, it will fail, and if it is below 1%, the friability will pass. The tablet should not break, chip or laminate, or capping should not be there during the friability testing and after the friability testing. If capping is there, that means your friability test will fail, or otherwise sometimes due to capping the friability test is discontinued and the core tablets are required to be verified again for the compression process or for the manufacturing process and also for the composition. Because if capping is there, then there are high chances that this capping will lead to problem in the further handling and also in the transportation. Then the problem of a formulation type, that is bilayer tablet. So in bilayer tablet, sometimes the layer separation happens during friability. So if layer separation happens, that time also friability will give you the variable results. Now coming to the best practices for friability testing and troubleshooting. So control the area temperature and humidity if the tablets are hygroscopic or moisture sensitive, as it may lead to increase in the weight during the test and lead to variable results. See, this is very simple, that if you are putting 6.5 gram inside the drum and you are performing the test, and if you get 6.6 gram or 6.55 gram of the tablet weight after friability testing, then how you will report? Instead of weight loss, the weight is increasing. That means the weight gain is there. So if this happens, that means either there is a problem in initial weighing, or your balance is not calibrated, or there is some issue in the weighing. Also, another reason may be the moisture pickup by the tablets, or moisture absorption, or increase in the weight due to higher humidity. So you have to control the area temperature and humidity while you are testing the tablets. Perform testing for various hardness levels. That means low, medium, high hardness level during the research phase. If you are working onto a tablet formulation and you are developing a formula and a product, then with the development trials, you have to perform the friability testing with low, medium and high hardness. Then you will get to know what is happening to the friability in relation to the hardness. So also perform testing for 100 rpm and above up to like 300 rpm or 500 rpm in research phase to know the tablet behavior. If the tablet are passing at 300 rpm or 400 rpm or 500 rpm, that means there are high chances of passing the formulation in production run at 100 rpm. Friability of split part is required for the tablets with score or break lines. If your tablet is scored, then split the tablet by mechanical means like use of splitter, and also by manual, and then perform the friability of the split parts because it is a requirement. Then impact of the tablet hardness to be studied on friability. It is very important. Sometimes if you increase the hardness beyond certain range for some of the formulations, then that increased hardness will not give you the good friability, but the tablet will show capping. And also in the hardness challenge, if you take the very low hardness, that time also the friability will fail. So to optimize the hardness level, friability test should be done along with the other tests like dissolution and disintegration. So select the lowest hardness at which the friability is passing. Then intact tablet hardness to be studied on friability. Impact of hardness to be studied on friability. What is the hardness of tablet and how is the friability? That is required to be studied. Understand the impact of hardness on friability and processes like coating and packaging. So if your tablet is having certain hardness range and it is passing the friability, but if the tablet core get rubbed or chipped during coating, that times you should understand that the hardness is required to be improved, and also on the other hand the coating parameters are required to be optimized. Then bigger size tablet may show higher friability, so handling and coating packaging process is required to be optimized. Generally bigger tablets have the mass of around 800 mg or 1000 mg or 1200 mg, and these tablets show higher friability compared to the small size tablets. Then packaging design modifications, use of cotton, rayon, coil in bottle pack can be done. If you are packaging a formulation like bilayer tablet, that time there are chances that the layer separation happens due to uh, the transport and due to the handling. Then formula and process is to be optimized to have better friability results. Increasing the binder, increasing the raw material which provides strength to the tablet like MCC, optimize the lubricant, machine speed and hardness. So these things are there to have the good friability tablets. Then compression process. So machine speed and compression force are the prime important things to understand and study for the friability. Then moisture content. Proper level of moisture is required to be maintained in the lubricated blend and in the granules so that you will get the sufficient hardness tablet, and moisture can impact the hardness and in turn it will impact the friability. Generally for the solid oral formulations around 3% moisture is required, but still it depends on the product and its composition. Humidity also affects the compression parameters, and that's why it in turn affect the humidity, in turn affect the friability. Then if the punch tooling are found that the punch tooling are defective and that's why the friability is failing due to improper hardness, that time you can change the design of punch tooling, and then you can study the effect of punch tooling design onto the hardness and friability. So this is regarding the friability test. It is a in-process test and it is done during the compression run. You should also fix the in-process friability testing frequency like 15 minutes or in the uh, in between around half an hour, so that you can study the impact of compression process run time onto friability. So this is the information regarding friability. I hope I have covered the friability testing and its troubleshooting. Different formulations require different strategy for getting the friability in range. Sometimes the packaging is required to be improved. Generally for chewable tablets, the friability testing becomes very critical as these are the bigger size tablets, and also for chewable tablets the hardness range is very important. So always try to understand the effect of composition, effect of manufacturing process and hardness onto the friability. Thanks for watching the video. Keep watching Pharma Learning in Depth channel videos, and let's meet you soon with such kind of informative video. Thank you.